like the coaches before me. I'd like to, thank 100.7 and all the media for putting on such a fine event. There's not too many leagues in the state of Kansas that get this kind of media recognition to start the season off with, and it's one of the reasons why I've really enjoyed my time in the SEK so far, and it's a lot of fun coaching against some of the best coaches in the state of Kansas. It's an honor to be here and to play against coach against such fine coaches. Each and every week you have to have your A game on each and every week, because if you don't, you're going to get beat. You can't make too many mistakes, and that's a credit to our league. And last year we got to play for the state championship game, and it was an honor to recognize and to represent the SEK in that area. And it was pretty honorable to me how many emails and text messages I got leading up to that game from coaches that I'd coached against, wishing me the best of luck. When we went up there, we didn't play very well in that game and came up a little short, but it was still quite an honor to represent the SEK, and that's something that, as a coach, you hope you can get back there every year, even though it's a pretty tough road to get there. But of course, that's the goal that we set each and every year. I would like to introduce the coaches that I have here today. First of all, Coach Nate Teichgraber. He will be coaching linebackers. He'll also be our defensive coordinator this year, taking over that role solo all by himself this year, and I know he's going to do an excellent job. Mark Andrews is our quarterback coach, and he's been with me for almost the entire time I've been in Coffeyville, and a great mind working with our quarterbacks. Mike O'Connor is our defensive back coach, and work with the wide receivers as well. He's also our special teams coordinator, and he takes a lot of pride in being the STC, as he calls it, and does a great job with that. And he has a special job this year because we have no returning special teams players at all, so we're going to have to find new returners and new kickers. So we've got a big job ahead of us. And I have two new coaches this year. Jeremy Neuenschwander joining me this year is going to coach our defensive line, and he's also our head special ed teacher at the high school, and so he's got a pretty neat job in working with those kids, and then coming out and working with a different type of special ed kids on the football field. So, but look forward to working with him. And I have a new running back coach this year, Marcus White, and he's joining us. He's a local Field Kinley High School graduate that works at Acme Foundry, and he couldn't get off today to come, but looking forward to his expertise in helping us out there in the running game. We had a pretty good summer. We had about, on the average, between our morning and our evening weight session that we had between 30 and 35 kids showing up pretty regularly. We're not expecting a whole lot of kids out for football this year, probably between 40 and 50 kids out for football. You would think after making to the state title game, everybody would want to play football, but I think they think that I'm raising the bar too high and they can't make it, so they all want to play basketball. But so I'm losing kids to basketball. Coach Bulger's losing to cheerleading. You never know. SEK, I guess football's a little too tough for them, but we still think we're going to have a pretty good core, pretty good strength of a football team. We return 4 starters on offense. Our 2 running backs are back. Ladarius Johnson, who rushed for over 1,600 yards and 26 touchdowns last year. And then Destin Downing, who played fullback for us last year, rushed for over 1,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. We're kind of changing our offense a little bit to feature both of them at the same time. So they'll both be getting the ball quite a bit this year. We returned 2 offensive linemen, Chuck Mayfield, our right tackle, 6'3", about 315, and Grant Newton, our center, except for I just found out yesterday he was down at a baseball showcase in Oklahoma and broke his nose, took a baseball off the face. So the doctor wanted to hold him out 8 weeks for a broken nose, but right now it doesn't look like he's going to play in our opener, but so I got to find a new center. But he's still a great young man, and he came in this morning and has to get a full one of those super cage face masks and stuff that we have to order for him. But he's a quick healer. He'll be back. And on defense, we have 5 returning starters. We have Chuck Mayfield, D-line, DeMarco Choate, D-line. We have Jamal Logan, linebacker. He was number 2. Last year he had 87 tackles and 20 tackles for loss. We have Nick Winchin, our middle linebacker. He had 98 tackles last year and 12 tackles for loss. So those are our core linebackers. And then we have Destin Downing, started at corner. We're probably going to move him to a safety position this year. You know, a good core of our defense. I actually think the defense is going to be the strength of our team this year. And, you know, we got a big road ahead of us to start off the year, having to travel to Pittsburgh to open up the season. It's going to be on TV again, and with all the hoopla there. Our seniors thinking they're getting jet because in their 4 years of football, they've had to travel to Pittsburgh 3 of the 4 years. But just the way the schedule works out. So, but we're looking forward to that challenge. We've got a big challenge with the talented team that Pittsburgh's going to put on the field this year. And stopping their running back, Alex Barnes, is going to be a tough road ahead of us. We obviously failed miserably at doing that last year. But so that's a huge challenge for us. Some newcomers that we have coming into our team this year that we expect to be big players. We have 2 new wide receivers. Juwan Thompson, he's 6'3", 180, junior. And then we have Cameron Wilson, a 6'3", 180 sophomore. They don't quite have the speed that our receivers had last year, but they're tall and they can jump well and coach. And we have a lineman that played a lot last year but never started, Christopher Ryder, 6 foot 290. He'll be a senior this year. We expect a lot of big things out of him coming up, and they've worked really hard this summer. You know, our schedule, we travel 4 of our first 5 games are all on the road. So it's kind of tough to start the year off with 4 of 5 road games. We travel, of course, to Pittsburgh, and then we go to Parsons. Then we get Chanute at home. And then we travel to Fort Scott, then to Labette. Then we play St. James Academy out of Kansas City, Lenexa area, 5A team up there. And we were fortunate enough playing Baldwin in the playoffs last year. We got 2 films on them from last year, so a little bit familiar with them. Then our district is Independence. Then we travel to Augusta, and then we finish at home against Winfield. So at least 4 of our last 5 games are all at home. So we finish at home, which is good. 2013 was a magical season for us, a record-breaking season at Coffeyville. You know, there's several coaches in here that have gotten fortunate enough to play for a state championship, and you know, it was pretty honorable. And because of that run, I was chosen to coach in the Shrine Bowl this year, and that was an incredible experience. I know a couple coaches have had that opportunity as well, and you know, that was a neat 10 days going up there to Emporia and getting to coach some of the best kids in the state of Kansas, and we had a couple SEK guys with Brendan Blackburn from Fort Scott and Trey Ellis from Chanute, Ethan Paul Davis from Pittsburgh, so besides James Newton from Coffeyville. So we had quite a few players that represented up there. We had Cortland Hayes from Independence, so we had a lot of SEK players playing on that team, and you know, it was a lot of fun getting to coach some of those guys, and neat experience coaching with some of the different coaches that were up there, and life-changing experience meeting those kids. You know, they're walking around with a smile bigger on their face, and they have no arms, or you know, they've had cancer that's taken something away from them, and it's a life-changing experience. I know, you know, the kid that James Newton, it changed him tremendously in his attitude towards life, and I know it changed a lot of those kids' lives. And you know, we weren't able to get the W to represent the East Side, but I thought we played very well, and I was kind of happy for my kid. James caught the 93-yard touchdown pass that set a Shrine Bowl record, which is going to be pretty tough to break in the future. So that was kind of neat for him, and to be a part of that. It was quite an honor experience. Some of our goals for 2014 season, again, is to, you know, I'll tell you one thing right now, and a big goal of our football team and our seniors is, you know, they really want to beat Pittsburgh, and because Coffeyville has not beat Pittsburgh since 1994, so it's been a long time, and the year to have set that a goal, they've got a very, very good football team, and that's going to be an incredible challenge, and to be able to get that done. But I know our kids have been really wanting to get that done. They say, Coach, if we win one game and lose all the rest, we'll be successful if we can beat Pittsburgh. So, I said, well, let's not do that, let's do what we can, and I know that's going to be very, very tough because they're very well coached and they've got a lot of talent. You got to set high goals for your team, and that was one goal we weren't able to accomplish last year, and so it's an honorable to even be competitive in that game. The other thing we'd like to, even though we have a new district this year, we would like to be, we set a goal to be district champs this year. That'd be if we're able to get that done, that'd be 5 years in a row that we were able to be district champs. So we're going to try to do that. We've got a tough road ahead of us. Independence is going to be very, very tough. And I know he's going to have a pretty good football team, even though he tries to put a bleak scene on it, was losing to cheerleaders and stuff. But he's going to be very good. I know his quarterback's very talented, and he's got some great players up there. And then the challenge to go on the west side. I know coaching in Shrine Bowl, there's a big rivalry between the east side of the state and the west side of the state, and the west side of the state thinks the east side of the state stinks. And they always talk about how the west side champion is always the state champion before they even play the game. So I felt that in the state championship game last year, and I felt that coaching the Shrine Bowl and kind of what the west side thinks of us. And now we're going to be over there, and so we hope to be able to get on that west side, and I would love to see Independence and us make a big run in the west side of the playoffs and show them what the east side's really about, and that's what we want to do. We won't get any respect over there, but we hope to represent, and we hope to get it done. I would like to put a little bit of plug in, a couple things. I'm the league statistician again. I kind of self-appointed that, I guess. I'm kind of a stats geek, but coaches, I'll be sending you an email here pretty soon with the stats form. But if you have any form of stats that you send me, I don't care if it's an HTML file, whatever you keep your stats in. The only reason I do that is to promote our kids. I send it out to every major media thing in the state of Kansas, as well as the Joplin Globe. And I'm trying to promote our kids in southeast Kansas. So please get those to me by Monday so that I can get them compiled and put together and get them back out by Wednesday to the media each week. So please send me your stats offensively and defensively. I know some of you never send me tackles to the end of the year, but compile those tackles and get them to me. Let those kids be recognized across the state. Also, we're pretty fortunate that KFBCA, which is the Kansas Football Coach Association, some of you remember, some of you not. I would definitely represent. We now have the vice president and the president of that association in our league. I'm the vice president, and Coach Swati's the president of the KFBCA. So I'd like to promote that as much as possible. We're going to try to do a new thing this year, and we're trying to recognize the best seniors in the state of Kansas. And so if you have your top 3 to 5 senior prospects that you think are all-state caliber kids, if you have those, please send those to me. We're going to put them on our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our website, and we're going to promote those kids as much as possible. We're going to choose a KFBCA Player of the Week in each class and Twitter those out and really promote that. So please give me any of those nominations. Send those to me or Coach Swati, and we'll get those publications out as soon as possible. You can follow KFBCA on Twitter at KFBCA. Also Facebook.com/KFBCA. Get on there and like that page and get some recognition to the players in the state of Kansas that are well deserving of that. But anyways, good luck to everybody. I look forward to seeing you coaching against some of the best coaches in the state of Kansas this year.